Hey everyone, it is Thursday. It is raining in Asheville, North Carolina, which I feel like I say every day. Um, I wanted to come and talk about taking more vacations while in private practice or small business ownership, or honestly, just in general, taking more vacations. I know that with COVID, vacation planning and trip planning has been something that we definitely miss, and we possibly have even taken for granted our ability to just go wherever we want to whenever we want to. And I know that grief is and loss is really real, because I really enjoy trip planning and getting away in general. So I want to talk to you a little bit about a coaching program and service that I started before COVID hit. My goal was to have a trip planning and coaching service for helping professionals to help you plan trips, empower you to get away more often, take more vacations, step away from your businesses, and truly immerse yourself in other culture and practice self-care. Something that we just feel like is really challenging in the helping profession, the inability to just step away from our businesses and to really allow ourselves to just relax and decompress. But also, the trip planning process can feel really overwhelming, really scary, unfamiliar. Like, how I find affordable flights? How do I put itineraries together logistically? How do I make sure that I get from point A to point B as efficiently as I can? And I created a business called Empowered Escape. And my goal is to empower helping professionals and small business owners and just everyday people to travel more, to plan more trips, to be able to step outside of their comfort zones, to immerse yourself in other cultures, eat different food, meet different people, and to really just feel comfortable and confident stepping away from your businesses without losing clientele, without feeling guilty, without checking your emails or your phone, and just really decompressing. Because I think a lot of us take vacations, but then we work during vacation. We're checking emails, we're answering phone calls, we're even doing client sessions, and that's really not a break. It might be different scenery and it might be a different location, but it's really not the relaxation that we're looking for. So, obviously with COVID going on, travel has become much more limited, and we take a lot of precautionary measures, and it doesn't exactly feel relaxing. But I'd like to say that after COVID, and whenever we move into a world that feels more comfortable, I plan on merging the two businesses, my Casal coaching and consulting services, with my Empowered Escape services. So my goal is to have helping professionals going to retreats to build their businesses and also network and do self-care, to go on excursions together, possibly internationally, where you're experiencing different culture, you're eating different food, you're meeting different people. And once again, just stepping outside of your comfort zone. That's how we grow. And travel is such a beautiful way for us to be able to do so. So check out my website. I think it's in the comments of this video section. I can't tell on my end because it won't allow me to post it, but it's empoweredescape.com. And, there's trip planning services, itinerary building, and travel coaching. I want to talk a little bit about what travel coaching is, because it seems like an unusual or bizarre concept. When we start thinking about planning trips and going on vacation, or even the concept of stepping away, a lot of emotions come up. Can I step away? Can I afford to do this? How do I build this into my budget? I'm fearful of flying. I'm fearful of the unknown. The itinerary planning process feels really overwhelming and really scary to me. What do I do for currency conversion? How do I book accommodations and make sure that they're going to be okay? And honestly, how to get from point A to point B, how to create an itinerary and a trip where you're like, you know what, I want to get to Praiano in Italy in the Amalfi Coast. How do I get from the United States to Italy to the Amalfi Coast? There's a lot of steps in that process, and that can feel so overwhelming where it's like, I don't even want to do this anymore. I don't have the ability to actually navigate this and figure this out because it feels too overwhelming or too scary. So there's nothing more fulfilling and empowering than creating a trip and actually seeing it come to fruition. I went to Italy last year, and my wife and I went to the Amalfi Coast on our first day, and it took a lot of steps, like flying into Rome, getting to the Rome Termini train station, getting our train tickets in Italian, going to Naples, getting a driver to pick us up in Naples, taking us to a very small village in the Amalfi Coast where not many people spoke English. the beautiful thing about travel is, although if you don't speak the language, you can still communicate, right? Like body language, head nods, gestures, etc. Like we can still communicate as human beings. And the beauty of travel is, what I've experienced is, people are people no matter where you go. Cultures are different, customs are different, daily practices are different, but people are people. They want the same things out of life: connection, community, safety, security, the ability to just enjoy life and feel present, to really feel fulfilled and to feel like they want to be a part of something. I really encourage you to do more of this. And I know it's scary as small business owners to think, how am I ever going to take a vacation if I can't like keep the lights on? But I just really encourage you. You can't do your work if you're burnt out all the time. And we also don't want to be using vacation and travel as like, in 60 days, I get to go here and then I'll finally feel okay. That's not the point of vacationing. You know, I know we live a lot like that, where we're like always looking towards that endpoint and like getting us through the day. But, you know, I teach courses in private practice building, and I also help therapists like try to build vacation time into their budget, because it's really important. So I encourage everyone to shoot for 8 to 12 weeks of vacation time in your private practice budget. And that just means you have to create a budget that works for you, knowing that if you're going to take 10 weeks off a year, you're working 42 weeks. So how much money do you need to make in 42 weeks to ensure that you can take those 10 weeks off, that you can plan accordingly, and you can do those things. So once again, my website is empoweredescape.com. It won't let me post it in the comments for some reason, because it's telling me I can't post to YouTube, but nevertheless, empoweredescape.com. Check it out. Trip planning, itinerary building, travel coaching. If you're a helping professional, a small business owner, or someone who just wants to take more vacations, shoot me a message. I am happy to help you figure that out. Find discounted flights, find discounted accommodation, get really creative in our approach so that we can make a vacation happen for you, so you can step away from the really incredible and important and energy sucking work that you're doing, because you need to take care of yourself. Have a great Thursday.